Iowa Bulldog football fan. Ben Moore here with you. Robert Lee playing our school song. We'll play ours here in a minute as we get ready for kickoff as the Bulldogs take on the Rockley Steers. Stacy. Iowa football fans, Ben Moore here with you live as the Iowa Bulldogs take on the Robert Lee Steers. I've got Tesk and Vader with me to help. Bulldogs send out their two seniors to be captains, Ray Hernandez, number 12, and Jaron Pena, number 9. They'll go out for the coin toss here in just a second. Both school songs have been played. The national anthem's been done, so we'll get there soon. Let me dial in my noise. A little windy today for the Bulldogs. Feels like the wind's blowing from left to right. And pretty well. So we'll see how that goes. Went and did a little bit of research, looking through these things so far in the district odd standings. Firmly is the lone team sitting at 2-0. After last week, they defeated Water Valley 36-28. Rotan is 1-0. They sent their JV to Patton Springs last week, and their JV lost. In Ira, Roby, Westbrook, and Highland are all tied 1-1. Bulldogs taking a little bit of a hit in the six-man football rankings. Last week they were around 15, and this week they dropped to 36 after a tough loss to Spur. Westbrook will be the top-ranked team in the district at number 4 in Division 1, and then followed by Hermley in our district, ranked 15. Highland is going to come in ranked 23. The Bulldogs are going to be 36. Roby is 65, and Rotan is 73. So we'll see tonight pretty quickly. So last week's game was a fluke for the Bulldogs, just didn't play as well as you wanted to against Spur. I would look for the team to rebound well here. However, Robert Lee is not a pushover. Coming into the game 1-1 as well. They're ranked 24. according to sixmanfootball.com, and they are picked to win this game. The Bulldogs are ranked 36. However, I was looking at those in Bryson, who the Bulldogs defeated week 1 as 31. So take the rankings with a grain of salt. The Bulldogs are averaging 43 points a game and giving up 26, while Robert Lee's averaging scoring 69 points a game, but giving up 48. So from what I can gather, the Steers have a pretty potent offense, but their defense is vulnerable. And I would look for the Bulldogs to take advantage of that. Team to kick to start off the first quarter. Jesus Mario going to come in as the kicker for the Bulldogs. Change up there. Robert Lee going to get set. Bulldogs going to be kicking from the right to the left, so Robert Lee will be going from the left to the right. And here's the opening kick from Mario. Ball goes up in the air, lands at the 20. It's going to be picked up by the Steers at the 15. It's going to be brought down at the 15. That's number 2, 0. So Bulldogs come out, get a good stop, hold the Steers back to, they're going to put the ball, haven't set it yet. Looks like it's going to be at the 16, 17-yard line. So it'll be first and 15 for the Steers from their own 16-yard line. Ball's going to be at the far hatch mark, so great special team start for Ira. For third Steelers straight huddle, they've got 3 down line, then 3 in the backfield. There's a snap. It's going to be a pitch sweep to the near side. Running back's hit by several Bulldogs. White's in there on the tackle, as well as Pena, Jaron Pena. Gained about 4 yards on the carry to set up a second and about 12. Ball got out to the 20-yard line. Sherwood was the carrier. Steers come out this time under center. 2 running backs are going to motion one to the far side. There's a snap. It's going to be a sweep with Sherwood on the far side, but it's sniffed out immediately by number 10 for Iowa, Brent Cox on the tackle. Loss of several yards on that play to set up a third, and they're going to say they lost 1 yard, so it'll be a 3rd and 13. Ball's at the Steer 19-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 in the backfield. Spread out further than they've been so far this series. There's the snap. It pitches it back to Sherwood, who's going to throw it. Sherwood's going to jam it to his receiver, who catches the ball. There's ball down. He recovers. You're going to say it's a fumble, and he gets it. So the dominant dog defense rears its teeth against this powered Steer offense, walks away with a turnover. It was a catch, and the receiver was trying to push forward because he didn't have enough for a first down. And the savvy senior Pena was there to poke the ball out and then dive on top of it. So it's going to be Ira ball. It'll be set at the Steer 31-yard line, 1st and 15. Bulldogs get set in the eye. It's Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena on the near side. Breaks through the first layer. Gains about 7-8 yards. We'll see exactly where they spot it. Going to give Pena about a 6-7 yard carry on that. So that's going to set up a second and we'll say 8. Maybe not even that. Bulldogs get set. Same formation in the eye, same personnel. There's a snap. This time Hernandez gets it. He hands it to Pena, who's running right up the middle. Falls forward for a gain of 3-4 yards. Gets the ball close to the Steer 20-yard line. Yep, they're going to mark it at the 21. Just a dive to Pena on that play right up the middle. I think the Bulldogs are going against the wind. I'm looking for a flag. So it's going to set up a 3rd and around 5 for Ira as they come out in the eye. There's the pitch to Pena running on the near side. Pena hit by one defender. He's still churning his feet, trying to get past it, pushing the pile. He's going to have enough for a first down before he's brought down. He got hit right at the first down marker, and then his teammates came in. They pushed the pile. He gains another 5 yards before he finally falls down. So it's going to set up a 1st and goal for the Bulldogs from about the 12-yard line. Bulldogs have come out in the eye. They've run it the whole time, really trying to, seems like maybe wear out the Robert Lee lineman. In the eye again with same formation, same personnel. There's the snap. Hernandez gets it. This time he drops back for a pass, looking for his receiver. He tosses it. You got Cox who bobbles the ball and drops it for an incomplete pass. Hernandez just dropped back. He had 2 receivers. One went to one corner of the end zone. The other went to the other corner of the end zone. That one was there for the Bulldogs, but a drop set up a 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line. First pass of the game for Ira. Bulldogs get that same formation. It's out of the eye. There's the snap. Hernandez gets it. He pitches it to the Pena running on the far side, but Jaron's hit in the backfield by 2 different Robert Lee defenders, and it's going to take a loss of several yards on that. That's going to back the ball up to the Steer 16-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 16 for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs get set in the eye. Hernandez, Cox, Pena, same formation, same personnel. There's the snap. Hernandez gets it. He pitches it back to Pena. Ball's on the ground. Pena gets it, picks it up. He's looking for a receiver. Now he's just going to take off. He's going to toss it forward to Tyler. Tyler gets the ball his way into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown Bulldog. Pena got it off of what was a busted play, picked the ball up off the ground, was able to get it. Looked like he was going to run forward, and instead he saw Landon running right up the middle of the on the side of the right side of the field. Tyler catches it, powers his way into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown, Ira. Tyler will be the snapper. Hernandez, the holder, left the kicker. No, sorry, Cox, the kicker. The snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's up. No good. Bulldogs march down the field after they recover a fumble from Robert Lee, and they take a 6-0 lead over the Steers with 6:09 left in the first. I say thanks to the sponsors who support these broadcasts: Pizza Inn, an all-day buffet, pizza, pasta, dessert, and salad. America's hometown pizza buffet with fresh dough made daily. Bulldogs going to kick off again. It is Mario, the kicker for the Bulldogs. Kicked it high and Shorty got a hold of the tee the last time he kicked it, and it went almost as far as the ball did. Bulldogs able to keep Robert Lee from getting past the 15-yard line, set him up in good field position, see what they can do here. Here's Murillo with the kick. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line by the Steers. They take it and run. Going to be hit at about the 20 and brought down at the 25 with Hudson Luck on the tackle. So it's going to set up a 1st and 15 for the Steers. They're going to say that he got all the way down to the 27-yard line. So again, on the paper, the Steers have had a high-powered offense, and that's really what's won them the game that they did win. But the Bulldogs came out on defense, recovered a fumble. They send one receiver to the near side, 3 in the backfield. They pitch it to Sherwood, who's running on the near side, and then cuts off and goes to the other side. He's going to be tackled out of bounds by Collier. He got maybe to the first down marker, so gain of really nothing substantial. We'll see exactly where they mark him out of bounds. In fact, it looks like it's going to be a loss of 1. The play was supposed to be a sweep to the near side, but Sherwood looked up, and I wasn't sure which Ira defender was there, but someone was there, so he turned and ran to the far side, and Collier was there to push him out of bounds. So it'll be a 2nd and 16 for the Steers. Ball is going to be on the 26-yard line. Ira leading Robert Lee 6-0 with 5:55 left in the first quarter. Steers come with 2 receivers for the near side, 3 in the backfield. There's the pitch. So we're looking to throw the ball to the Steer as he tosses it deep. Bulldogs have perfect defense. It's going to go over the head of the intended receiver. Hernandez with the defense there. Ran right alongside the receiver. Great coverage by Hernandez, who also looks like he has several inches on the intended receiver. So Robert Lee coming out trying to make something happen. They haven't done much on the ground against the Bulldogs, so the one play they had, there was a penalty. Looks like maybe it was a holding. I didn't see the call. But the Steers going to get backed up even more. It's going to back him up 10. They'll repeat 2nd down, but it's going to end up being a 2nd and 26, somewhere around there. Ball is at the Robert Lee 16-yard line. Send one receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now they're going to motion the near side receiver in tight. There's a snap pitch back to the quarterback Sherwood for the Steers, who's scrambling around the backfield, being pursued by several Bulldogs, looking to throw the ball. Now he's going to dump it to the cutoff man, who dropped it, and it's going to fall incomplete. He's dancing around the backfield. They're trying to run what Spur ran on the Bulldogs, and it looks like they practiced this defense this last week because Sherwood wanted to scramble, but the edge rushers are very disciplined in their lanes, not really giving up on their guys, really not being pushed out of the way either. And so he danced around right at the goal line before he tried to dump it off short, and it was incomplete. So it's going to be a 3rd and around 22. 1 receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side, 3 in the backfield. There's the snap. Ball goes straight to Sherwood. He cannot run. So he's going to try to throw it. It's going to go outside the hands of his intended receiver. It's going to be incomplete. Ball was supposed to be snapped to the halfback, or the quarterback, I guess, who would pitch it back to Sherwood, who could then run or throw, but it was a little bit low and a little outside, so Sherwood picked it up, had to throw the ball, didn't really have anybody. It's going to be a 4th and 22. Ball is at the Robert Lee 17-yard line, and they're setting up in what could be a punt formation. There's the snap. Sherwood gets it, and that's what he does. He does punt it, and good night. Does that kid have a leg? He punted it from the 10-yard line of Robert Lee, and it's going to bounce all the way to the 5-yard line. So we're looking at a 10, 15, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65-yard punt there for the Steers. Good night. He has kind of been their weapon on defense. He's the one who's made the tackle for a loss on Jaron. And on offense, he's the one who has the ball in his hands. And apparently on special teams, when they punt the ball, he's going to be the one to do that as well. So the Bulldogs are going to get backed up on their 5-yard line. Be 1st and 15 for Ira. Ira leading Robert Lee 6-0 with 5:18 left in the first quarter. This will be the second offensive drive for the Bulldogs. They come out in the I. Hernandez, Cox, Pena, Jaron Pena. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it, rolls to the far side. Now he's going to toss it up. He's got Cox, who dives, gets the ball. There's going to be a pass interference on the play. Brent dove to try to catch the ball. Had the quarterback for Robert Lee all over him. The back judge saw it, threw the flag. So it'll be a pass interference or holding or whatever it'll be, but that's going to move the ball way forward for the Bulldogs. They were at their 5, and that penalty occurred right around midfield. Ira's going to take over at their own 21-yard line. They were at the 5. So it'll be a 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. Sorry, I was trying to watch the officials and make sure I understood what was going on. 1st and 15 for Ira. 5:11 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 6-0 as they get set in the I again. It's going to be Hernandez, White, and then Pena. There's a snap. Pena gets it, running a sweep on the near side. He's got a hole. He's hit by several Robert Lee defenders who caught him from behind, but he drags them forward for a gain of around 8-9 yards. Pena gets the ball all the way up to the Bulldog 31-yard line. It's going to set up a 2nd and about 6. I formation there for the Bulldogs. They were able to run and have had success against this Robert Lee defense running the ball. The one touchdown did come on a pass, but it was a little bit of a broken play there and a heads-up play by the senior Pena. And it looks like Coach Goodwin's going to let the play clock run out and call a timeout. And that's what's going to happen. So with 4:27 left in the first quarter, Ira is leading Robert Lee 6-0. I want to say thanks to all the sponsors who support the broadcast, including Snyder Iron and Metal. The top prices paid for all recyclable metals, aluminum, copper, brass, stainless steel, iron, tin, and car bodies. The on-site cleanup available, roll-off container services, portable shears, magnets, balers, and car crushers. No job is too large. All today. Structural pipe and rods are available with locations in Snyder, Hampton, Big Creek, Sweetwater, and Andrews. Prosperity Bank proudly supporting the Ira Bulldogs. Prosperity Bank offers team checking and home financing. S. McCowan Photography. Summer takes game photos, team sports photos, class photos, and is a graphic designer that specializes in personalized sports posters. Ira Baptist Church seeks to glorify God by making disciples through gospel-centered preaching, teaching, worship, community service, and multiplication. For more information, visit fbcira.com or check out @Ira Baptist on Facebook and Instagram. All right. Bulldogs come out of the timeout, get in the huddle. 4:27 left in the first quarter. Ira leading 6-0. They've had 2 4-and-out stops. One actually wasn't. The Bulldogs recovered a fumble with Robert Lee, and then a forced a 4-and-out. Bulldogs going to come out in the I. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it, rolls to the far side, looking to throw it. He's going to dump it off short to Cox, but it's going to fall incomplete. Hernandez was being pursued by a defender there to rush the ball. It was a little bit low, but bounce off the hands of the receiver. So it'll set up a 3rd and about 6. Some people are right, some people are wrong. We'll never know. The 2 passers think 6, so Bulldogs get set in the I. There's the drop back. Pena has it, looking to throw it. He's going to toss it deep. He's got Luff there, who jumps up, tries to get the ball. It's going to fall incomplete. Just a touch there maybe a little too long and not quite, I don't know, good defense there. It was also Sherwood for Robert Lee, who was the defender, and he is not short. Hudson's not either, but maybe that played there. So it's going to be 4th and 6 according to the Pastors, 5 according to Knott. Bulldogs get set in the eye. There's a snap pitch to Pena, who's going to have enough for a first down. Touchdown! Pena cuts through. He's at the 15, 10, 5. It's going to be a touchdown Bulldogs. $45-yard run for Pena. Ira now is going to lead 12-0 with 4:08 left in the first quarter as they get ready to kick the 2-point field goal. And Bulldogs going to send in Cox to be the kicker. So Tyler will be the snapper, Hernandez the holder, Cox the kicker. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's up. And it's good. With that good kick means the Bulldogs are going to take a 14-0 lead with 4:08 left in the first. I want to say thanks to the sponsors, Bill Seifert and Seal Funeral Home, sponsor of the Ira Bulldogs, locally owned Bill Seifert and Seal Funeral Home, says pause. Ira Methodist Church. Ira Methodist is a friendly traditional country church, and we're located next to the Ira School at 6240 West Step 1606 in Ira. We support the schools and the Ira community. We're a church that loves God and loves others, and we believe prayer makes a difference. You are welcome at Ira Methodist Church. Mario going to be the kicker for the Bulldogs. He's not kicked it far, but he's kicked it somewhat high so that the coverage team can get down field. And that's what he's going to do here. Kicks it. It's going to be caught at about the 13-yard line. A lot down. The ball comes out. It's going to be recovered by Robert Lee. It'd be Cash Miller who was on the tackle. And when he was bringing down the return man, he fumbled up the ball, but he was covered by Sherwood for Robert Lee. Able to get the ball all the way to the Steer 29-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 15 for the Steers. They're going to go under center this time with 2 in the backfield. There's a snap. It's going to be a pitch for the Steers running on the outside. Flag comes in. Player's going to be brought down. Collier gets off the pile with the ball, but they're going to say that the running back was already down. I guess there was a hold. I think it's a hold is what they're signaling. We'll see what the white hat says here in just a minute. Holding on the Steers. That's going to back them up 10 yards. 9.99 yards. It's called a hug. Steers get set under center again. It's going to be a 1st and 25. One of the Bulldogs jumped off sides, I believe. But Sherwood's going to be pushed out of bounds for the Steers. Gain's about, 5 yards or so. We'll see what the Steers want to do here. Looked like one of the Bulldogs jumped. Offsides against the Bulldogs. And they're going to take that. It was about the same gain on the play. So it'll be now a 1st and around 20. Ball can be set at the Steer 24-yard line. Steer's going to come back under center with 2 in the backfield and then 3 linemen in pretty tight. There's a snap pitch to Sherwood running on the near side. Now Sherwood tries to cut to the far side. Hit by several Bulldogs. Going to be brought down
Tyler and Collier in on the tackles. Sherwood gains about 6-7 yards on the carry. Set up a second and around 12. 3:11 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 14-0. Offense has come out clicking on all cylinders, and the defense has stifled this Steer offense that has been so powerful up to this point. And with the Bulldogs really giving the Steers a run here, they're going to come under center, pitch to Sherwood. Sherwood dropping back, looking to throw the ball. He's got a receiver, and it's going to be almost intercepted by Luff. Luff played it perfectly, took a step in front of the receiver. His hand was on it. He deflected it, but it almost looked like like it was intended for him. And it'll end up being a deflection and incomplete pass, set up a third and around 12. Steers break the huddle. They're going to be in the shotgun this time. 3 down linemen, 3 in the backfield. Quarterback gets it. He bobbles the ball. Several Bulldogs right there. It's going to be picked off by Tyler. Tyler's going to walk into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown. Bulldogs. Bulldogs go in. The quarterback kind of bobbled it, took his time getting it. When he stood up, there was 3 Bulldogs right there. 2 hit him, and he tries to throw the ball, and when he did, it just fumbled out of his hand. Tyler picks it up, runs into the end zone for a touchdown. And now the Bulldogs are going to get set for the 2-point field goal, leading 20-0. Tyler's the snapper. Hernandez the holder. Cox the kicker. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's up. And it's good. Bulldogs go up 22-0 with 2:44 left in the first quarter. Say thanks to the sponsors for this broadcast. Ira First Church of God is a proud supporter of the Ira Bulldogs. If you're looking for a church home, please join us each Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Doug and Susie White, proud Ira Bulldogs graduate with a family of 4 generations of graduates, starting with our 2 mothers, both of us, our 2 sons, Rodney and Ronald, and grandson Rowdy. Rowdy's a 5th generation on his mother's side. Orange and black runs through our veins. Be an Ira Bulldogs supporters. Bulldogs going to get set for their 3rd kickoff of the first quarter. Urito going to be the kicker for Ira. Bulldogs clicking on all cylinders here. This Robert Lee team has scored a lot of points and given up a lot of points, but scored more, and the Bulldogs have really hurt them. Mario kicks the ball, and it's going to barely bounce into the end zone for a touchdown. Ball hit around the, 7-8 yard line. Bounced maybe even about a yard deep into the end zone. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and 15 for the Steers from their own 20-yard line. So far, the Bulldogs have walked away with a fumble recovery. We'll call it an interception for a touchdown, a pick 6, and a 4 and out. See what they can work up here with this defensive series. Steers going to go in the shotgun. 2 receivers spread to the near side. There's the snap, pitch back to Sherwood, who's just looking to run on the near side. He's going to be hit by 4 Bulldogs. Cash Miller on the tackle. Darren Pena in on the tackle, going to be pushed out of bounds. He'll gain about 5 yards, but that's going to set up a 2nd and 10 for the Steers. Ball's going to be at your 25-yard line on the near hash. 2:33 left in the first quarter. Ira leading 22-0. So far, the Bulldogs come out, I guess, pretty upset. You know, you come out your second game of the season, lose at homecoming in a way that you didn't like. And it sounds like, and it looks like they had a pretty good week. There's a snap pitch back to Sherwood. Sherwood looking to throw the ball, being pursued by several Bulldogs. Now he's going to toss it short to his cutoff man, and it's going to fall incomplete. A third or fourth incomplete pass the Steers have had to their cutoff man. Not sure exactly what happened there. Cox was one of the guys pursuing Sherwood. Looked like the defender tackled him. I don't know if it was supposed to be a cut block or what, but they both stand up, and the man who was blocking Brant went to be the cutoff man. Brant went and put pressure on Sherwood. It's going to be incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the Steer 25-yard line. Steer's going to get set under center. There's a snap to Sherwood. Running on the far side. Sherwood hit by 3 Bulldogs. There's a flag that comes in late. White in on the tackle. Cox in on the tackle. And it looks like Hernandez was there too. We'll see what this canary is. Refs all gathered around talking, still haven't signaled anything. They're going to signal a personal foul. Coach Goodwin's got his head back trying to figure out what's going on. I didn't see anything that looked like a personal foul. What do you do, Chuck? What do you do? Maybe led with the crown of his helmet, something like that. But it's going to be a personal foul on Ira. Whitehead saying, hold on, I'm trying to explain the head coach what's going on. Steers going to have the ball. It'll be first down for them. It'll be in the best field position they've had this game, thanks to the penalty by the Bulldogs. Ball will be on the Ira 38-yard line. 1st and 15. 2:19 left in the first quarter as the White Hats talking to Coach Goodwin. And there wasn't anything obvious. There was no, punches or anything thrown like that. It was just simply on the tackle. I guess they're saying led with the helmet or something. Safety-wise like that. Steer's going to send 2 receivers to the near side. They'll have 3 in the backfield spread out in the shotgun. There's the snap. Pitch back to Sherwood, who's looking to throw the ball. He's going to toss it. Hernandez there on the coverage. Hernandez grabs it. It's going to fall incomplete. I thought Hernandez might have picked it off. But instead, it's going to fall incomplete. So a 2nd and 15 for the Steers. Ball's going to be at the Bulldog 38-yard line. They haven't had the Steers offense hasn't run the ball well on the Bulldogs, so they've reverted to a pass. They had one pass play that did a little bit, but then they also fumbled on it, and I don't think he would have had a first down had he caught it. But that's been the only offensive success they've had against this dominant dog defense. Steers get set in the shotgun, 1 to receiver to the far side, 1 to the near side. There's a snap. This time they're going to hand it off and run out of the spread. Running back's going to be brought down by Collier after he gains about 6-7 yards. That's where Spur had success against the Bulldogs defense, is they would spread it out and then run out of the spread. That's going to set up a 3rd and 8.5. .135 and counting left in the first quarter. Ira leading Robert Lee 22-0. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 in the backfield out of the shotgun. There's a snap. Pitch back to Sherwood looking deep to throw the ball. He's going to toss it to his receiver, who it's going to be caught. It'll be enough for a first down. Receiver still on his feet. Going to be hit and brought down by Zebo, Zayden Pena. Not sure what happened there. The receiver was running wide open. Get the first down, but the freshman steps in with the tackle. So it'll be a 1st and goal from the 14 for Robert Lee. 1:05 and counting left in the first quarter, and this is the closest Robert Lee's gotten to scoring. 1 receiver to the far side, 1 to the near side, 3 in the backfield in the shotgun. Ball set at the near hash mark. There's a snap. Pitch back to Sherwood. Sherwood grabs it and just takes off trying to run. Gets by a couple Bulldog defenders, and he's going to weasel his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Robert Lee. Robert Lee's first touchdown of the game comes with 44 seconds left in the first quarter. They're still leading 22-6. But it comes on the heels of number 1 Sherwood, who seems to be their main player. If they've done anything good on the field today, he's been involved somehow. Steers get set for the 2-point kick with a left-footed kicker. There's a snap. The hold, the kick. The ball is going to be up. No good, but it looked like maybe the Bulldogs jumped off sides. Sorry, just saving people's lives. There's a snap. The hold, the kick. The ball's going to be up. This one will be good for the Steers. So now the score will be 8-22. Ira leading Robert Lee. I want to say thanks to those who are supporting the broadcast, including Sean McCowan and McCowan Farms, proudly supporting the Ira Bulldogs in all areas. Another supporter and sponsor for the broadcast. A new one is Connection Trucks, Accessories, and Supplies. We offer a full line of aftermarket truck and SUV accessories to fit your vehicle. Investment throughout the newest year models. Whether you're looking for a ranch hand, Thunderstruck, WeatherTech, B&W, WeBoost, or anything else you can think of, for your one-stop shop for accessories, sales, and installation, located at 706 College Avenue in Snyder. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Ira leading Robert Lee 22-8. First points come for Robert Lee, really off the heels of a personal foul by the Bulldogs, just a tackle with the helmet. Lee gets set. Looks like they're going to try the end-over-end onside kick. They're going to fake it, kick it deep. Zebo's back for the Bulldogs. He's going to let that go into the end zone for a... Oh, it'll be first and 15 for Ira from the 20. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 22-8. Bulldogs going to get set in the I formation. Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it, rolls out to the far side, looking to throw it. He's got a wide open White right through his hands, incomplete. Deep pass for the Bulldogs. Hernandez threw that from the 10, and Jackson put his hands out at the other 30. So the play was there over the top, just falls incomplete. That'll set up a 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs from their own 20-yard line. About 6 seconds ticked off the clock, so 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Ira faced with a 2nd and 15 from their 20. Bulldogs get set in the I. Hernandez, Cox, Pena in that order. Gets set. It's going to be a pitch to Pena on the near side. Pena hit as soon as he gets the ball. It's going to be dropped for a loss of maybe a yard. Set up a 3rd and 15 and a half, if you want to call it that. Where the yard markers at, and look where the ball's at. Seems off to me, Tess. Bulldogs going to opt to just let the clock run out on the first quarter. Head into the second with a 22-8 lead. And that's what they will do, is to hear the clock go off and all the bells chime at the end of the first quarter. Ira is leading Robert Lee 22-8. I'm going to play music for just a second, catch my breath, and we'll be back with you live for Ira Bulldog football. All right, coming after the end of the first quarter, start of the second, Ira leading Robert Lee 22-8. Going to flip the field. So now the Bulldogs will be going from left to right. Looking around the scores while the Bulldogs get set to run. Snyder leading Lubbock Westerners 12-0. Sea City trailing Tahoka 7-12. Bulldogs break the huddle, faced with a 3rd and 16. They're going to motion a man out to the far side. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it. Throws the ball. It's going to be incomplete. They're going to say there's a flag on the field. We'll see what's called there. Just not a productive play for the Bulldogs. Offsides on the Steers, so Bulldogs get an easy break there. They were trying to do a little screen to Jaron, and the ball was deflected. Pena wisely went and jumped on it, but an offsides on the Steers is going to move the Bulldogs up 5 yards, so it'll be a 3rd and around 9 for Ira. Ball will be set at the Bulldog 24-yard line. Bulldog going to get set in the I formation. It's Hernandez, White, Jaron Pena in the back. There's a snap pitch to Pena, looking downfield to throw it. Now he's just going to tuck it and run. Jaron's 5 yards down the field before he's even hit by a defender. Now he's going to push his way all the way up to the first down line. See what they're going to call here. It should be enough for a first down, and it is. Savvy run by the senior, who got about 7 yards downfield before anybody was close enough to even make a play on him. Jaron ducked, and it was like he was ready for the contact. Never got made. It threw the defenders off. He was able to get his way forward for another gain. Set up a 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball's going to get all the way to the Ira 6-yard. 9:25 left in the half. Bulldogs leading 22-8. Bulldogs set in the I. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it, pitches it to Pena on the near side. Pena, if he can get around the corner, is going to have some room. He's going to be close to another first down for the Bulldogs as Jaron Pena pulls his way down. We're going to call him about a yard short of a first down. He flips the field, gets to the roughly 30-yard line. So it's going to be a 2nd and 1 for Ira. 8:54 left in the half and counting. Bulldogs with some big chunk yards on some power runs. Coach Goodwin sends the play in with Hernandez, who calls his team to the huddle. Bulldogs going to get set in the I again. Fernandez, Collier, Cox. There's the snap. It's going to be hand off to Cox, running on the far side. Brent dives around one side, makes a spin move, gets forward. He'll have enough for a first down and some. Gets all the way to the Robert Lee 21-yard line. So that's going to set up a first down for the Bulldogs. It'll be first and 15 from the Robert Lee 21. Different personnel group out of the eye for the Bulldogs, but still just as effective as Cox was able to get around 15 yards there for a first down. Bulldogs get set. It's going to be Hernandez, Collier, Cox, and the formation. There's a handoff to Cox running on the far side. Gets around the edge. Breaks one tackle. Breaks two. He's going to walk in for a touchdown. There is a flag down. Let's see exactly what's going to be called in the area of holding. So we'll see. Flag is going to be on Chuck, not Gartman, a different Chuck. Chuck Barbie. They just said he deserves one flag a game. That's not the joke he made in the press box, but I'm not going to repeat his ill-timed joke. Be holding on the Bulldogs. So instead of a touchdown, it'll be a first and 20. August going to have the ball at the 26-yard line of the Steers. 7:33 and counting left in the half. Ira leading 22-8. Get set in the eye. Same personnel. There's a snap pitch to Cox running on the far side. Brant going to dive forward to get to the original first down marker right about it. They're going to say he's gained about 4, so it's going to set up a second and 16. Ball's down to the Steer 22-yard line. Let's get set in the eye. Hernandez, Cox, Collier. There's a snap pitch back to Collier. Collier looking downfield, going to try to throw the ball. He's got a wide open White. Great play by a Robert Lee defender there, Sherwood, who dove in front of the ball. Had he not been there, it would have almost been a wide open catch for Jackson in the end zone. Instead, Bulldogs going to have an injured player on the field who's able to get up and walk off on his own power here now. That's going to set up a third and 16 for the Bulldogs. Set at the Steer 22-23-yard line. Bulldogs going to get set in the eye. It'll be Hernandez, Cox, Collier in that order. There's a snap pitch back to Collier, who's looking to throw the ball, and that's he wanted to run it. There was nowhere there, so he tried to throw it. It's deflected by the defenders, and so now it's going to be a 4th and 16 for the Bulldogs. And Coach Goodwin's going to call everybody over. Clock is stopped at 6:34. Scores 22-8. Ira leading. Bulldogs will also receive the second half kickoff, but really want to march down the field and continue scoring on offense. Ira going to get set in the eye. It's Hernandez, Pena, Cox. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it. Drops back to throw it. He's got Pena. Pena catches the ball. Makes one defender miss. Dives forward. It's going to be close right at the marker, and they're going to give it to him and say first down Bulldog. They say that, but they're switching balls. The near side official signal. The near side official signaled first down for the Bulldogs. Coach Goodwin is trying to talk to the referees because he was the one right by the play. So they're going to say it wasn't enough for a first down. Coach Goodwin talking to the refs, upset, rightfully so. It'll be first and 15 for the Steers. Ball's going to be at their own 8-yard line. They're going to go under center with 2 in the backfield. There's a snip pitch to Sherwood running on the far side. Now he cuts back to the near side. He's got some room to run before he's going to be shoved out of bounds by Hernandez. Let's see where they mark him out, but I believe it'll be a first down. Or there's a flag down. Sorry, I couldn't see it. The lost penalties on the Steers, few on the Bulldogs. One big one on the Bulldogs that led to the Steers' lone score of the game. It's going to be holding on the Steers, so you get a big run play. And the reason why is because you're holding. 6:16 left in the half. Ira leading 22-8. Now back the Steers up. It's going to be almost identical. First and 15 from the same spot. I don't even think they moved the chains. Basically just a repeat of the down. First and 15 for the Steers from the 9-yard line. Greg, the huddle Steers going to go spread. 1 to the far side, 1 to the near side, 3 in the backfield, and they're going to get in the shotgun. There's the snap. Pitch to Sherwood, who's standing in the end zone looking to throw it, being pursued by several Bulldogs. Going to fall incomplete. I don't know what was happening there. He threw it to his cutoff man. Didn't even look downfield because there was no one open. Jaron was there guarding that defender who was just looking at Jaron, not even looking at his quarterback, and hits that defender right in the back. So no harm, no foul there. It's going to be a 2nd and 15 for the Steers. Ball at their own 9-yard line. Ira leading 22-8 with 5:48 left in the half. Steers come out 1 to the far side, 1 to the near side, 3 in the backfield in the shotgun. Same formation. There's a snap pitch back to Sherwood, who's standing in his own end zone. Now he's just going to take off and run it, not even try to throw it. He's going to be brought down by 2 Bulldogs, Collier and Cox. In on the tackles. Sherwood's able to gain about 6 yards on the carry, but it's going to set up a 3rd and about 10 and a half. Sherwood got the ball all the way out to the Robert Lee 14-yard line. Robert Lee breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the far side in the shotgun with 3 in the backfield. There's a snap pitch back to Sherwood, who's looking downfield to throw the ball. Tosses it to number 5, who catches it. It'll be a first down and some for the Steers. Receiver still on his feet. He's finally going to be brought down by Pena, but he's going to get the ball all the way out to the Robert Lee 45-yard line. So it'll be a first down for the Steers. It's probably their biggest actual offensive play of the game. They had, again, that personal foul by the Bulldogs just for tackling with their helmet. It'll be first and 15 for the Steers from their own 35-yard line. 4:44 and counting left in the half. Ira leading 22-8. 1 receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side, 3 in the backfield in the shotgun for the Steers. And there's the snap. Pitch back to Sherwood. Sherwood looking to throw now. He's just going to dump it to the cutoff man. He's got Pena right there. He wraps him up, drabs him backward, and with a little bit of help from here, brings him down for a loss of about 6 inches. So it's going to be a 2nd down, and there's going to be an injury timeout for the Bulldogs. They've got a young man hurt who's walking. It's his arm that's bothering him. 4:12 left on the clock. Ira leading 22-8. I want to say thanks to all of the sponsors, including Pizza Inn, an all-day buffet with pizza, pasta, dessert, and salad. America's hometown pizza buffet with fresh dough made daily. Snyder Iron and Metal with top prices paid. All recyclable metals, aluminum, copper, brass, stainless steel, iron, tin, and car bodies with on-site clamp available. Roll-off container shears, portable shears, magnet trailers, and car crushers. No job is too large. The biggest sets of pipe and rods are available with location in Snyder, Hanson, Big Spring, Sweetwater, and Andrews. Thank you to our sponsors. If you or your business would like to sponsor these ads, reach out to Mr. Jones and he will get you all of the information that you need. And we'll be live with you throughout this entire football season. Shortly comes out of the huddle, 2 receivers to the far side, 3 in the backfield. They're in the shotgun. There's a snap, pitch back to Sherwood, looking to throw the ball for the Steers. He's got nowhere to go, so he's just going to tuck it and run. Bulldogs going to come up, brought down from behind by Cash. Sherwood didn't see Miller there. Cash able to bring him down. Not after Sherwood gains about 7 yards on the carry, so it's going to set up a 3rd and 8. 3:37 left in the half and counting. One receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side. Out of the shotgun. There's a snap, pitch back to Sherwood. He's not even going to look downfield. He's just going to try to run it. Several holds there. There's the flag. They're going to bring down the quarterback. He throws the ball. It's going to bounce, but it's going to be a holding. We'll see what Coach Goodwin does here. If you take the hold, it'll be 3rd. If you don't, it'll be 4th. Lots of penalties on the Steers. Yep. Be declined by Coach Goodwin to force a 4th about 8 for the Steers. Ball is going to be at the Ira 38-yard line. The 4th and 8. Ball at the Ira 38. Big down here with 3:11 left in the half. If Ira can get a stop and then march down the field and score, then you get the second half kickoff. You go down and score again, you really can seal this game. Again, Robert Lee, it seems like their entire identity is run through number 1 Sherwood. I imagine he's going to get the ball, and I would think he's probably just going to try to take off and run. There's a snap. Pitch back to Sherwood. Nope, he's going to look to throw the ball. He tosses it to his intended receiver, and it's going to be deflected by Luff. Luff, huge play by the junior. Big deflection on 4th down. Forces a 4 and out. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Ira. 3:05 left in the half. Again, Ira will receive the second half kickoff. So when you have that opportunity, you want to score right at the end of halftime so that you can come at the start of the 3rd with the offense again. Bulldogs leading 22-8. It'll be 1st and 15. Ball's going to be at the Bulldog 38-yard line. Ira comes out in the I. It's Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena running on the far side. Cuts it back up towards the middle. He's going to gain around 5 yards on the carry. Moves it across midfield. Set up a 2nd and probably 11-ish. Ball at the Steer 39-yard line. 2:40 left in the half and counting. Ira leading 22-8. Bulldogs going to get set in the I. Same formation, same personnel. Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena running on the near side. Pena going to be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So now it'll be a 3rd and about 12. 2:05 left in the half and counting. Ira leading 22-8, trying to get a long sustained drive here so they can score in this half and not give Robert Lee much of an opportunity. The Bulldogs have held the Steers in check throughout the game, but they do have a dangerous player at number 1. Bulldogs get set in the I again, same personnel. There's the snap. Hernandez gets it this time, drops back to pass. He's got Collier open deep on the far side. Collier gets it. It's going to be incomplete. Looks like the cornerback was there a little early, but they're not going to call anything. So that's going to set up a 4th and 12 for the Bulldogs. It was there for Ira, just tackled right when the ball going to be there, so falls incomplete. 1:37 left in the half. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. Ball's going to be set at the Steer 39-yard line, close to the far hash mark. Bulldogs needing a first down here, leading 22-8. Dogs break the huddle. They got 3 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1. They can't start the play. The ref would not let them. There's the snap. Bulldogs get it. They're in the shotgun formation. Pena's got it in the backfield. Now he's going to dump it off short to Hernandez. Hernandez going to have to make something happen to keep a first down. He's going to get out of bounds. It won't be enough for a first. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Coach Goodwin on the field asking for clarification on something. Bulldog players are saying something. Not sure what they're asking or talking about. Looks like the Bulldogs are not happy with one of the far sideline referees. The play clock went down under 1, but the sideline official was standing there not letting the Bulldogs snap the ball, and I wonder if that's what's going on. There's the snap for Robert Lee. They get it to, all the give you one guess, Sherwood. He's going to be dragged out of bounds by Cobb. Gains about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Gets the ball to the Steer 30, right in between the 35 and 36-yard line. Set up a second and, I guess, 11. 1:21 left in the half. Ira leading 22-8. Two receivers to the far side, 3 in the backfield. Robert Lee takes a deep shot on the Bulldogs. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. Bulldogs drop back, just kind of a Hail Mary kind of throw. It'll be a touchdown for Robert Lee. Bulldogs still leading 22-14, but the Steers are going to have a chance at the 2-point field goal. They made their first attempt. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's up, and it's good. With 1:12 left in the half, Ira leading Robert Lee 22-16. Something happened there on that last Bulldog offensive possession, and then Robert Lee able to catch the Bulldogs kind of not in sync and in rhythm, but Ira going to look to come out on this kickoff with 1:12 left, see if they can't march down and score. I want to say thanks to all the sponsors who support the broadcast, including Prosperity Bank. Prosperity Bank offers team checking and home financing. S. McCowan Photography. Summer takes game photos, team sports photos, class photos, and is a graphic designer that specializes in personalized sports posters. Ira Baptist Church exists to glorify God by making disciples through gospel-centered preaching, teaching, worship, community service, and multiplication. For more information, visit fbcira.com or visit @Ira Baptist on Facebook and Instagram. Bulldogs still in the huddle. Robert Lee getting set. They set up like they're going to kick it onside or end over end, whatever you want to call it. But last time they did that, he booted it way deep into the end zone for a touchback. And they've got 2 guys who line up on the ball. So any one of them could be the kicker. Bulldogs send Zebo back deep. And it is going to be a deep kick. Going to be caught by Zebo at the 5. He gets it out to the 15, at the 20. Still on his feet, moving his way through. Zebo's going to get past the 30-yard line, all the way out to about the Bulldog 34-yard line before he's brought down. Gets the clock down to 1:04 in the half. Ira going to have good field position. Ball will be set at the 34-yard or 33-yard line hash mark. Ira leading 22-16, and they will receive the second half kickoff. So Bulldogs get set in the I. It's going to be Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena, who's looking to throw the ball, being pursued in the backfield. Now he's going to dump it off short to Hernandez. Hernandez got it, makes one defender miss. He's going to be pushed forward to around the original goal line, or the original yard line. They're going to say he lost about one on it there. Good defense by the Steers. Nobody open to pass it, and lots of pressure on Pena. Dumped it off to his cutoff man, Hernandez, who did make a couple Steer defenders miss before being brought down. It's going to be 2nd and 16 for the Bulldogs from their own 32. Ira gets set in the shotgun. There's a snap pitch to Pena. Pena's got the ball looking. Oh, sorry, that's Collier. Collier dancing around the backfield, looking to try to make something happen. Now he's running on the far side, being pursued by several public lead defenders. He's got past two of them. He's got nothing but daylight now. Powers through one defender, gains about 6-7 yards on the carry. CJ ran, 20 yards backwards, and then, 26 yards forward to gain about 6. Coach Goodwin calls a timeout because there's 10 seconds left on the game clock. It's going to be about a 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Want to say thanks to the sponsors who support the broadcast. Bell, Seifert, and Seal Funeral Home, proud sponsor of the Ira Bulldogs, located in Bell, Seifert, and Seal Funeral Home. Ira Methodist is a friendly traditional country church located next to the Ira schools at 6240 West FM 1606 in Ira. We support the schools and the Ira community. We're a church that loves God and loves others. We believe prayer makes a difference. You are welcome at Ira Methodist Church. The Ira First Church of God is a proud supporter of the Ira Bulldogs. If you're looking for a church home or just want to gaze at a ruggedly handsome pastor, you can come visit the Ira Church of God each Sunday at 11 a.m. Doug and Susie White, graduate of Ira with a family of 4 generations, starting with 2 mothers, both of us on our 2 sons, Rodney and Ronald, and grandson Rowdy. Rowdy, a 5th generation on his mother's side. Orange and black run through our veins. Proud to be an Ira Bulldog supporter. Bulldogs break the huddle. They're faced with a 3rd and 10. Really, there's 10 seconds left in the half. Ira's going to receive the second half kickoff. So the 3rd and 10 matters a little, but you've really got 10 seconds to play with here. Bulldogs get set in the I. There's a snap pitch to Pena, running on the far side. Pena's got some room to run. If he can break one tackle, he gets down. Coach Goodwin calling that timeout. Pena has enough for a first down, gets the ball all the way to the Bulldog 26-yard line before Coach Goodwin calls a timeout. So it'll be a first down. Again, not going to matter much. There's 5 seconds left in the half. Ira leading 22-16 on a big run there from the senior. Thanks to the sponsors, Sean McCowan and McCowan Farms, proudly supporting the Ira Bulldogs in all areas. Connections Truck, Accessories, and Supply. They offer a full line of aftermarket truck and SUV accessories to fit your vehicle investment through the newest year models. Whether you're looking for Ranch Hand, Thunderstruck, WeatherTech, B&W, WeBoost, or anything else that you can think of, we're your one-stop shop for accessory sales and installation at 706 College Avenue in Snyder. Get my app and see if we can look at some scores from around the district. Odd going for our district so far. Harmony, the only team that's 2-0. I'll get my app to refresh. And I can't. I'm just going to break the huddle. They're getting into the huddle. It's a 1st and 15 from the Steer 26-yard line. 5 seconds left in the half. Bulldogs leading 22-10. They're going to go under center. There's a snap pitch to Pena. Pena's got the ball looking to throw it. He's going to toss it deep in the end zone to Luff. Luff is going to jump up And it's going to be intercepted by the Steers, but there's no time left on the clock. So Pena got hammered after he threw the ball. Coach Goodwin looking for a late hit. Talking to the white hat, they're not going to say anything. There's no review. So it's going to be halftime for the Bulldogs. Ira is going to be leading the Steers 22-16. Came out in the first quarter hot, ready to go. Slowed down there in the second, looking to go into halftime, catch their breath, talk through strategy, and then get back on groove for the game. I'm going to take a quick breather and be back with you here after the halftime. Bulldogs leading 22-16.
We're listening to the Ira Bulldogs taking on the Robert Senior. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the half. Ben Moore will be live with you when second half action continues. Stay tuned.
All right, Ira Bulldog football fans, Ben Moore here with you for second half of action as the Ira Bulldogs are taking on the Robert Lee Steers. I've got Tesk and Vader helping me. Bulldogs leading 22-16 as they get set to receive the second half kickoff. I was pulling up some scores from around the area, looking at some district opponents and just some county friends. Snyder leading Lubbock Westerners 20-14. Colorado City trailing Tahoka 13-28. Rule is leading Rotan 19-6. Roby and Blackwell are tied 0-0. Hermley leading Lorraine 30-6. Highland trailing Bayard 14-26. Westbrook leading Rankin 16-14. All right, Robert Lee gets set for the second half kickoff. They kick it high and back. Zebo picks it up at about the 10-yard line. Now he's at the 20 trying to get around. Gets the Zebo from about 40, 30, 20, 27. Freshman with their return. Zebo, the freshman, the youngest of the, I guess, the three Pena brothers that are in high school, runs, catches the ball at the 10-yard line, gets all the way out to the Ira. They're going to mark him down at the 7. So it'll be a first and goal for the Bulldogs from the Robert Lee 7-yard line. Way to come out of the second half for Zebo. Bulldogs looking to make a statement here. Hernandez under center, Pena behind him, Jiren, and then Collier. There's the snap. It's going to be handoff underneath to Jiren Pena, who waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Pena brothers there for the Bulldogs. Zebo with a long kickoff return, gets the ball to the 7-yard line, and then Jiren punches it the rest of the way in. Tyler, the snapper for the Bulldogs. Hernandez, the holder, and Cox, the kicker. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's up. And it's good. The Pena brothers on the kickoff return and a 7-yard touchdown leave the Steers dumbfounded as they head to the field. There's the kickoff from Jesus Murillo. It's going to roll out of bounds around the 19-yard line of the Bulldogs. So Ira leading 30-16 with 9:44 left in the third quarter. Bulldog defense has really done well against the Steers. The first touchdown the Steers had, the biggest play they had on that drive was going to be just a foul on the Bulldogs, personal foul for tackling with their helmet. And then the second one was just a fluke long pass, one of the few long completions, maybe the only one the Steers have had all evening. But the Bulldogs getting the kickoff at half pays off, score a touchdown on one play. So now the Steers in the shotgun with two receivers to the far side. Pitch to Sherwood for the Steers running. Going to be pushed out of bounds by Jiren Pena after he gains about 7-8 yards. It'll be a second and around 7. Ball's going to be set at the 37.5. Steers get set. They're going to be in the shotgun. 3 men in the backfield, 3 on the line and tight. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff for the running back who bounces it to the outside. It's going to be hit right around the first down marker by Luck and brought down. So it'll be they're going to give the Steers the first down there. So it'll be a first and 15 for the Steers as they get the ball to the Bulldog 35-yard line. Seems like a generous spot to me, but nonetheless, it's what it is. Bulldogs leading 30-16 with 9:04 left in the third quarter. Steers in the shotgun. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw the ball, being pursued by several Bulldogs. He's going to dump it short. Oh, phenomenal catch by Sherwood there for the Steers. It went over his head, and Sherwood tapped the ball upwards and then brought it down to catch it as the quarterback was being pursued hard by 2 Bulldogs. So just an athletic play there for a gain of about 7 is going to set up a 2nd and 8. Ball gets to the Bulldog 28-yard line. Same formation in the shotgun. There's snap. It's going to be handoff right up the middle. It's hit hard by Jaron Pena. Gains, they're going to give him about 3 yards on the carry. So that'll set up a 3rd and 5. Third and 5 for the Steers. Ball at the Bulldog 25-yard line. Goes under center. Bulldog's going to jump off the sides. There's some paraphernalia on the field. Sherwood has the ball, runs forward. He's going to have enough for a first down and some before he's brought down. So there's some yellow paraphernalia down. We'll see. It looked like it was offsides on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs going to define the penalty because it was enough for a first down. So it'll be a 1st and 15 from. No, they're going to say first and goal from the 15. The nose of the ball is on the 15. Steers come in the shotgun. Ira leading. There's a snap. It's going to be hand up. Sherwood, ball's on the ground. Sherwood's going to fall on top of it. He's going to lose about a yard or 2. Ira leading 30-16. 7:20 left in the third quarter and counting. Ball's going to be at the Bulldog 16, 17-yard line. Hard for me to see from here. 6:55 left and counting in the third quarter. Steers going to go spread. They've got 3 seconds, 2, 1, and they're going to call a timeout, or it would have been a delay of game. So just took their time there, trying to do something a little bit different on offense. End up having to call a timeout. Ira leading 6:51 with 6:51 left in the third quarter. Bulldogs leading 30-16. I want to say thanks to the sponsors, which include Pizza Inn, an all-day buffet with pizza, pasta, dessert, and salad. America's hometown pizza buffet with fresh dough made daily. Snyder Iron and Metal. Top prices paid for all recyclable metals, aluminum, copper, brass, stainless steel, iron, tin, and car bodies. On-site cleanup available with roll-off container services, portable shears, magnets, balers, and a car crusher. No job is too large. Call today. Structural pipe and rods are available with locations in Snyder, Anson, Big Spring, Sweetwater, and Andrews. All right, Bulldogs break the huddle out of defense. The Steers break their huddle for offense. It's a 2nd and goal from the 17 for the Steers. They're going to be in the shotgun with Sherwood, the man back. They pitch it back to Sherwood, who's looking to throw the ball. Now he's just going to tuck it and try to run. It's hit by several Bulldogs, and it's going to be brought down after he gains maybe 3-4 yards. We'll see exactly where the spot's at. Yeah, they're going to say he gained about 2 yards on the carry. He got to the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 3rd and 15 for the Steers. 3rd and goal from the 15 for the Steers. 6:22 left in the third quarter and counting. Ira leading 30-16. Steers come out tight under center. There's a snap pitch back to Sherwood, who's looking to throw the ball, being pursued by several Bulldogs. They're going to throw it to a receiver who's going to be brought down by by Hernandez. Gains a good chunk of yards there, but not enough for a touchdown. Waiting for the near sideline official to mark it. Yeah, it's going to be down around the 3-4 yard line. So it's going to be a 4th and goal from the 3-4 yard line for the Steers. See what they try to do here. Ira leading 30-16. This would be a huge defensive stop if the Bulldogs can somehow manage to get it there. Here gets a play in. They've got 5 seconds left on the play clock and counting. 4, 3, 2. And the Steers are going to call another timeout where they would have had to delay a game. So 2 timeouts on this drive for not getting the play in time. Really struggling to figure out the dominant dog defense. With another timeout, the score is going to be 30-16. Ira leading Robert Lee with 5:26 left in the third quarter. Broadcast brought to you by Prosperity Bank, proudly supporting the Ira Bulldogs. Prosperity Bank offers team checking and home financing. S. McCowan Photography summer takes game photos, team sports photos, class photos, and is a graphic designer that specializes in personalized sports posters. Ira Baptist Church seeks to glorify God by making disciples through gospel-centered preaching, teaching, worship, community service, and multiplication. For more information, visit fbcira.com or Ira Baptist at Facebook. All right, it's going to be a big 4th down stand here for the Bulldogs. It's going to be 4th and about 3. 4th and goal from the 3 for the Steers. We're going to go spread 2 to the near side, way far out. 3 in the backfield. Sherwood has been the man for Robert Lee, and that's who they're going to give the ball to run. Sherwood gets the ball. There's a massive hold. All the coaches want to call, but there's nothing, and it'll be a touchdown Steers. All 3 of the Bulldog coaches were upset. They all saw it. Nothing called there, so it'll be a touchdown Robert Lee. Robert Lee going to go and try for the 2-point field goal here. There's the snap, the hold to get the balls up, and it's going to be blocked. Bulldogs going to leave them bum-fuzzled. No good. So score is going to remain 30-22. Ira leading Robert Lee with 5:21 left in the third. Proud sponsors of the Ira Bulldogs is locally owned Bell, Cyper, and Seal Funeral Home. Go Bulldogs! The Ira Methodist Church is a traditional, friendly country church located next to the Ira School at 6240 West FM 1606 in Ira. We support the schools and the Ira community. We're a church that loves God and loves others. Prayer makes a difference. You are welcome at Ira Methodist Church. The Ira First Church of God is a proud supporter of the Ira Bulldogs. If you're looking for a church home or just an extremely handsome pastor, visit the Ira Church of God Sunday, 11 a.m. Bulldogs still leading 30-22. Both teams have come out. The Bulldog defense has been able to slow down the Robert Lee defense, but not keep them out of the end zone. Robert Lee is going to try the onside end-over-end kick. It's going to be bobbled by the Bulldogs and recovered by the Steers. Some roughhousing going on over there. A little bit of gobbledygook going on the field there. No flags were thrown, so it'll be all fair. Robert Lee there just able to recover the onside kick, so they'll be back on offense. These whippersnappers and sometimes their emotions just get the best of them. Nothing called there. It's going to be a 1st and 15. Ball's on the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs, and it'll be Robert Lee's ball. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 in the backfield. There's a snap pitch to the one-man show, Sherwood. There's flags coming in all over the place. Lots of paraphernalia. Sherwood's going to run out of bounds. He'd have enough for a 1st down, but lots of flags coming in. I don't know if you could hear all of the Ira fans with that holding yelling collywobbles on it. It's full of orangutans, just lots of monkeying around going on the field. Lots of fouls getting played. So that one's going to back the Steers up. We're still leading 30-22. Steers are going to have a 1st and 25. Ball's going to be set at their own 32-yard line. They're going to be in the shotgun, 3-down linemen. They've run it, and they've thrown it here. It's going to Sherwood. Sherwood's got the ball looking downfield, trying to throw it. He's going to toss it deep to his receiver. And it's, terrible flag right there. They're going to throw a flag, say pass interference. Luft had his hand straight up in the air. Bulldog fans not happy with this officiating crew, and that one's certainly not going to make them happy. See exactly what the call is here as the back judge goes to the white hat. They're still talking. There's not been a signal yet. It was right where pass clearance would be. We'll see. Coach Goodwin not happy with it. The white hat still hadn't quite made the call. But they're going to go ahead and start backing up. Don't they have to make the call before they lose? Referee's still talking, I guess, about fantasy football. Not really sure. They're saying Luft gave the bumper shot there. And he didn't. He just stuck his hands up. Waving the flag off. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Great play there by Luft for the deflection. It'll set up a 2nd and 25 for Robert Lee. Threw the flag, and then they had lots of the referees sitting there waiting to try to figure out what was going on. Took their time, and then they waved the flag off. Now the white hat's going to go over and talk to the Robert Lee coach. One of the great things and one of the terrible things about 6-man is there is no video replay, so they're not going to replay this. It's going to be a 2nd and 25, no matter how red in the face you get. Robert Lee is going to get set. 4:54 left in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading 30-22. Steers faced with a 2nd and 25 from their own 32. Here's the center pitch off. Ball comes out. Robert Lee's able to fall on top there. It's going to be Tyler with the tackle. Coming back to Steers up 2 even more. You can hear the crowd getting into the game a little bit after the referee kind of slowed things down. Bulldogs going to send in a new group. It's going to be a 3rd and country mile for Robert Lee. 3rd and 27 for the Steers. 2 receivers to the far side. 3 in the backfield, spreading it out. There's that. It's back to Sherwood. Sherwood looking down the field to throw. He tosses it to his receiver who catches it. It's going to be pushed out of bounds by Luft. It's maybe the original line of scrimmage. Be right around there at midfield. It's going to be somewhere around a 4th and 15. We'll see exactly where they mark it. Like I say, you got 2 midfields, so it's going to be a 4th and about 15, 4th and 16, 17 yards, somewhere right in there. Two receivers from the near side, three in the field. Fourth down for the Steers. See if the dominant dog defense can come up with something here. Steers get the ball, pitch it back to Sherwood, who's standing on his feet, rolling around, trying to make something happen. Touch the ball, comes to the near side. Now he's going to dump it deep to his receiver. He's got a wide open man who catches it. Pena saying the ball bounced, but they're going to say he caught it. Waiting for the signal. So they're going to say incomplete. The ball bounced on the ground, hit the ground first, so it's going to be Ira, Bulldog football. Dangerous play there. That receiver was wide open. A young man who's built more like a lineman than a receiver, kind of stuck behind the Bulldog defense. It's been enough for a first down, and if he gets down a few, maybe a touchdown. Instead, it's going to be Ira ball, 40-yard line. Ira leading 30-22. 3:58 left in the third quarter. Docs get set in the eye. Hernandez, Hawks, I think, is the man back deep. There's the whistle. Dogs get set. There's a snap. It's going to be handoff for Brant on the far side. Breaks one tackle, takes the second guy down with him. Gains about 3-4 yards on the carry. So it's going to be a second and about 11 or 12. We'll wait for Rocky to announce it. Second and 12 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the 36.5-yard line of the Steers. 3:23 and counting left in the third quarter. Ira leading 30-22. Bulldogs get set in the eye. Hernandez, Pena, Collier. Pena gets it for the dive up front. Dives forward for a gain of about 5-6 yards. So it's going to be about a 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Maybe 7. 3rd and 7. Jaron got the ball all the way up to the 32.5-yard line of the Steers. Box gets set. It's going to be the eye. Hernandez, Collier, Pena. There's a sense. Pena gets the ball on the far side. He's got enough for a first down and some. Flags fly in, kind of in the area of holding. We'll see exactly what's called. It's enough for a first down from the Bulldogs. But we'll see what is the Canary for. There'll be a holding on Ira. The Bulldogs have not been penalized this year that much. I think in the previous 2 games, I can think of maybe 3 or 4 penalties between both games the Dogs had. And tonight there's been more. That penalty is going to back the Bulldogs up. It'll be a 3rd and about 12 for the Bulldogs. The ball's going to be at the Ira or at the Robert Lee 37-yard line. Bulldogs get set in the eye. It's Hernandez, Pena, Collier. There's a snap pitch back to Collier. Collier gets the ball, dancing around the backfield. Now just takes off running. And able to gain about 7 yards. Set up a 4th down for Ira. It's going to be 4th and 6. Ball's going to be placed at the Robert Lee 32-yard line. 4th, probably about the 31, sorry. 1:30 left in the third quarter and counting. Ira leading 30-22. Getting set for a 4th and 6 play. They get set in the eye. Pitch it to Collier running on the far side. Collier's up for a first down. Collier needed 6. Gained about 8. Gets the ball up to the Robert Lee 24-yard line. 1:15 and counting in the third quarter. Ira leading 30-22. Bulldogs coming back out in the eye. This time it'll be Hernandez, Jaron Pena, Cox. There's a snap. Hand off to Cox running on the far side. Tripped up in the backfield, but he falls forward to the line of scrimmage. So no gain, no loss. Second and 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the Robert Lee 24-yard line. You can hear the crowd. Dogs get set in the eye again. There's a snap. Pitch to Cox running on the near side. He's got the ball and a lane. Going to get forward for a gain of about 6-7 yards on the carry. Gets the ball close to the 15-yard line. And Bulldogs going to let time run out on the third quarter. Going to head into the fourth. On Robert Lee, 22. They'll be faced with a fourth and around. Not sure on the other side. With that, I'm going to take a quick break. Be back with you here momentarily for some Ira Bulldog football. All right, Ira Bulldog football fans, we head into the fourth quarter. Ira leading Robert Lee 30-22. Bulldogs faced with a 3rd and 8. Ball's going to be set at the Bulldog or at the Steer 17-yard line. Bulldogs get set in the eye. Hernandez under center. Pena, Cox the deep man. There's the snap. Looks like several people are offside. Cox got the ball. Breaks through one tackle. Gets through another. Being pushed forward. He falls close to the first down. See where they spot it. The near side judge is saying give him the first down. The other side says yes. So it's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. First and goal. Ball's going to be set at 6-7 yard line. It's going to be in the eye. Hernandez, Pena, Cox. Cox gets set. There's a snap. Hernandez gets it, pitches it wide to Cox. Cox cuts up the middle, plows through one defender, gains about a yard on the carry or so. They're going to say he got it to the 6. Maybe the 5.5. It'll set up a second and goal from the 5.5 yard line. Same formation, yeah, same personnel group. Second and goal from the 5. There's the snap. Hand off to Pena. Pena through one defender. Gets right close to the goal line. They're going to say they got him down at the 1 yard line. So it's going to be third and goal from the 1. Bulldogs get set, 3rd and 1. 3rd and goal from the one in the eye. Same formation, same personnel. There's the snap, the handoff. It's to Cox, runs underneath, pushes his way into the end zone, plows through a Robert Lee steer for a touchdown. Down Bulldogs. They're going to go for the 2-point field goal. Tyler will be the snapper, Hernandez the holder, and Cox the kicker. Ira leading right now, 36-22, with 8:13 left in the game. There's a snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's up, and it's good. For Bulldogs, take a 22 lead with 8:13 left in the game. Bulldogs take a 38-32 lead over Robert Lee. 38-22. Jesus Murillo going to be the kickoff man for the Bulldogs. And there's the kick. It's going to be an onside attempt by Ira. Hit to the big boy who falls on it at the 35-yard line. So Robert Lee will take over from their own 35-yard line. Ira leading 38-22 with 8:13 left in the fourth quarter. Looking at some district opponents here quickly. Westbrook's leading Rankin 38-14. Highlands trailing Bayard 14-32. Hermley is leading Lorraine 54-6. Roby trailing Blackwell 8-12. There's a snap. Sherwood's got the ball in the backfield dancing. He's going to toss it to his cutoff man. So he's still on his feet. Gets close to a first down. Going to be brought out of bounds by the Pena brothers. We're going to give him the first down there. Sherwood got it, rolled to the near side, threw it across the field horizontally to his cutoff man, who then ran back to the near side. So he ran 30, 40 yards for a 15-yard gain. It'll be first and 15 for the Steers. Ball's going to be at the Bulldog 30-yard line. Steers get set and the shotgun. There's snap. It's going to be a handoff to a running back, running right up the middle. It can be hit by Pena, Collier, and Tyler. Gains about 4 on the carry, maybe 3. Up a second and about 12. Second and 12 and a half for the Steers. 2 receivers to the far side. In the shotgun. Clock set to 7:25 and counting. There's a snap. Low snap picked up. Sherwood's got the ball. Breaks 1 tackle. It's going to be brought down by Pena. Gained about 7. So to set up a third and around 5, depending on the spot. Ira leading 38-22 with 7:08 left in the game and counting. Bulldogs haven't used any timeouts. The Steers did use 2 earlier, so they're left with 1. two receivers to the far side. Steers face with a 3rd and 5 from the Bulldog 20. There's a snap. Sherwood gets the ball. Being pursued by several Bulldogs. He's not even going to try to throw. Just going to take off and run. Going to be caught and brought down by Collier right at the first down marker. I think they're going to give him the first down. Yeah, it looks like he needed 5 and got 6. So it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Steers. Again, it's Sherwood who's doing all of the work for the Steers offensively. He's either throwing the touchdown passes or running them. He has been so all game. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Steers from the Bulldog 14-yard line. 6:20 left in the game. Ira leading 38-22. Steers get set in the shotgun there. The snap pitch to Sherwood running on the near side. Now he tries to cut back and go to the far side, being pursued by several Bulldogs. Going to be hit Collier and brought down. Gain 4 yards on the carry. We'll see where the spot's at. Yeah, they're going to give him about 3 on the carry, so that'll set up a 2nd and goal from the 11. Tackled inbounds, so that clock's going to continue to run, which is what the Bulldogs want. And the Steers have 1 timeout. Coming in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side. 2nd and goal from the 11 for the Steers. 2, I'll give you one guess. Sherwood tosses it into the end zone. It's going to be caught, knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Great play by Luft there. The receiver caught the ball, didn't turn upfield. Luft pushed him out of bounds. So it's going to set up a 3rd and goal from the 1. It's really, really close. The nose of the ball seems to be almost at the end zone. .5:28 left in the game. 3rd and 1 for the Steers here. There's a snap. Hit to Sherwood. Sherwood's got the ball dancing in the backfield, looking to try to run. Hit by several Bulldogs, but he's going to fall into the end zone for a touchdown. Robert Lee. That'll put the score 38-28. Ira leading Robert Lee before the Steers attempt the 2-point kick. Steers getting set for the 2-point kick. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball. It would have been good. It's going to be offsides on the Steers. I saw the Bulldogs jump, but it was one of the linemen for the Steers. Robert Lee's coach not happy. But in his defense, Coach Goodwin hasn't been happy with that sideline at Fairfield tonight either. So that's going to back the Steers up and see if they continue the kick. Their kickers have plenty of leg. Maybe that's the 6-man version of icing the kicker there. All right, Robert Lee going for the kick after being backed up 5. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball. And it's good. So with 5:21 left in the game, Ira leading 38-30. I want to say thanks to the sponsors, Doug and Susie White, proud Ira Bulldogs, graduate of Ira with a family of 4 generations of graduates, starting with our 2 mothers, both of us, our 2 sons, Lindsay and Ronald, and grandson Rowdy. Rowdy was a 5th generation on his mother's side. Orange and black run through our veins, proud being Ira Bulldog supporters. Sean McCowan and McCowan Farms proudly supporting the Ira Bulldogs in all areas. Last time Robert Lee kicked off, they were successful with the onside kick. The time before that, they kicked it deep to Zebo, who almost had a kickoff return for a touchdown. So I would imagine Robert Lee's going to try the onside again. Bulldogs going to get set to defend the onside, but send Zebo back deep just in case. There's the kick. They're going to kick it to the near side. It's going to be picked up by Luft, who's going to be pushed out of bounds about the 32-yard line. So Robert Lee's kicked it all over the field trying to get it. Bulldogs in control of the game, leading 38-30. Need to string together a good offensive series here. Run some time off the clock, or score, or do a little bit of both. It'll be 1st and 15 for Ira. Ball's going to be set at the Bulldog 38-yard line. So the Bulldogs starting with good field position yet again. Ira gets set in the eye. There's a snap pitch to Pena running on the near side. Pena powers his way through, still on his feet. He's going to gain about 7-8 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and about 7 for the Bulldogs. Ball's going to be at the Steer 35-yard line. 4:55 and counting on the clock. Going to get set in the eye again. It's Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena running on the near side. He's got a hole and some. Not just one defender. Stiff arms another. He's going to have enough for a first down, but he's still on his feet. It takes 2 steers to bring him down. Pena gets inside the 15-yard line. Ball's going to be at the Bulldog 14, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs from the 14. Clock's at 4:17 and counting. Coach Goodwin taking his time, getting the play in. Ira leading 38-30. Bulldogs break the huddle. They've got 5 seconds left in the play clock. It's the eye. Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena running on the far side. Finds himself a little bit of a hole on his feet. If he can get around the edge, he can get a touchdown. Can't quite get there, but he's gaining a gain about 10 yards on the carry. Get down to the Steers 6-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Bulldogs. 3:33 left in the game and counting. Ira leading 38-30. A touchdown here would be a real slobber knocker to the Steers. Bulldogs trying to put the Steers in a gherkin, a pickle. Cox gets the ball, runs around the edge, still on his feet. He's going to power his way forward. It's going to take all 5 Steers to keep him from gaining 1 yard. It's going to be I can't remember what down it was. 3rd or 4th and goal. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs from the 6. Clock still running with 2:45 left in the game. Steers have 1 timeout. A touchdown here would be a slobber knocker to the Steers, putting them in a gherkin, a massive pickle. Bulldogs get set in the eye. It's Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's the snap pitch to Pena running on the near side, using his vision, trying to find his way forward. He's going to gain about 1 yard or 2 before he's finally brought down. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 5 for the Bulldogs. Huge play here as the clock continues to tick down. 2:09 and counting. Coach Goodwin looks like he's pointing to the ref saying, I'm going to let the play clock go as low as I can before the Bulldogs going to call a timeout. So I got to get the clock close to 1:40. I think it'll be 1:38. We'll see exactly when the timeout comes. 3, 2, there we go. Bulldogs going to call a timeout with 1:39 left in the game. Ira leading 38-30. Bulldogs faced with a 4th and goal from the 5. I want to say thanks to the sponsors who support the broadcast, and that includes Connections, Truck Accessories, and Supply. We offer a full line of aftermarket truck and SUV accessories to fit your vehicle investment through the newest year models. Whether you're looking for a Ranch Hand, Thunderstruck, WeatherTech, B&W, WeBoost, or anything else that you can think of, we're your one-stop shop for accessory sales and installation. Located at 706 Chicago Avenue, or College Avenue in Snyder. See if I can get that pulled up for the game. Can't quite get my app to refresh. Get stuff thrown at me from the peanut gallery. That'd be pest. Who's my fourth favorite? Right. Fourth and goal for the Bulldogs from the 5. 1:39 left in the game. Ira leading 38-30. Dog's going to get set. It'll be the I. Hernandez, Cox, Pena. There's a snap pitch to Pena running on the near side. His way through. It's going to be in. Ira's going to go up 44-30 with 1:34 left in the game as the Bulldogs get set to do the 2-point kick. It'll be Tyler, the snapper, Hernandez, the holder, and Cox, the kicker. Nothing fancy on that touchdown run, just the sweep out of the eye, something Ira fans have seen for a good while that's been effective for the Bulldogs. Cox getting his shoe set. Bulldogs going to have to hurry here. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, the ball's going up. It's going to be too far to the left. No good. So the Bulldogs going to still lead 44-30, 14-point lead with 1:34 left in the game. All right, looking around at some district opponents. Rural is leading Rotan 26-18, about halfway through the third quarter. Roby leading Blackwell 22-18, about halfway through the third quarter. Hermleys defeated Lorraine 62-12. The Bulldogs will play Lorraine here in a couple weeks, so we'll keep an eye on that score. Highland trailing Baird 22-40. Westbrook leading Rankin 38-28. Bulldogs get set for the kick. Mario going to be the kicker for the Bulldogs. The kick is going to try to be an onside kick to the big boy from Robert Lee. Going to go over his head, fall out of bounds at the 30. I imagine Robert Lee is just going to not make the Bulldog free kick, get on offense. My hunches are going to put the ball in Sherwood's hands. Well, Robert Lee is in a massive gherkin right now. Big old pickle. They're down 14 against the Bulldog defense that's really handled their offense fairly well. Everything's been through Sherwood the whole game for Robert Lee. And that's what it'll be here. One receiver to the far side, one to the near side, three in the backfield. There's a snap. Gets it to Sherwood. Sherwood looking down the field, trying to throw the ball. Now he's going to toss it deep. He's got a receiver, and it's going to fall incomplete. Luft with some good coverage there. So it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Steers. 1:26 left in the game. Clock stopped because of the incomplete pass. Steers trying to take a quick, deep shot there. They have scored on a long pass like that in this game, and I imagine that's what they're going to do. They only have one timeout. There's the snap. Pitch to Sherwood. Sherwood's got the ball, looking to throw it, dancing around the backfield. Bulldogs being held all over, but nothing going to be called. Sherwood's still dancing. Now he's on the sideline, going to take off to run. Now he's cutting towards the near side. He's going to have enough for a first down and some. He's just going to try to run it in for a touchdown. And he's going to have a touchdown there. There's all sorts of holding, but nothing got called. I don't see any flags. So Robert Lee scores. Nothing. It's going to be 44-36. And Robert Lee is going to get set for the 2-point field goal. 1:07 left in the game. This is a big field goal. There's a snap, the hold, to kick the ball up. And it's good. So that'll put the score 44-38. Ira leading Robert Lee. Just a weird play there. Robert Lee was wanting to throw the ball. They had nobody open. Bulldog defenders were back there pressing towards Sherwood. Sherwood ran around. There was what I thought clear hold, but nothing got called. Sherwood danced around the field, ran for a long touchdown. And so now the Steers back in the game, but the Bulldogs going to be on offense. Steers have had a successful onside kick, though they tried it the last time out. The Bulldogs recovered it quite well. They've kicked it deep. They've kicked it shallow. They've kicked it right. They've kicked it left. They've kicked it near. They've kicked it far. They've done a little bit of everything. They line up with two guys taking their steps off the ball. So the Bulldogs not exactly sure which one will kick it. One tends to kick it deeper. The last time the Steers kicked it deep, Zebo about had a touchdown, so I doubt that they're going to try to do that. They tried to kick it on the near side last time, and it was picked up by left forward Bulldogs. See what's going to happen here. Here's the kick, and it's going to be an end-over-end kick towards the far side. It's going to be caught and fallen on by. Trying to see his number. Oh, that's Pena, Jaron. So the Bulldogs recover. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. 1:07 left in the game. Robert Lee with one timeout. Bulldogs leading 44-38. Bulldogs get set in victory formation, and that's what it'll be. There's the first kneel down for Ira, and Robert Lee is going to call a timeout immediately. So Robert Lee now has no more timeouts. Coach Goodwin says, just stay on the field. Don't even worry about coming in. All right, it's going to be second down for the Bulldogs. Robert Lee has no more timeouts left. They just called their last one and going to force the Bulldogs to get a couple snaps off clean. Hernandez going to get under center in the victory formation. There's a snap. Kneel down number one for Hernandez. 1 minute left and counting in the game. The play clock's at 34 seconds, so that's going to whittle the time down quite a bit. Next week, your Ira Bulldogs are going to head to O'Donnell. Big win for Ira after coming out against Spur last week, not playing a game that the Bulldogs thought they should have won, in all likelihood should have won, didn't end up winning. There's the second snap and a kneel. And that one's going to be enough to send the Bulldogs
to victory. Robert Lee was picked to win this game by 22 points, and instead, your Iowa Bulldogs going to walk away victorious 44-38. We are hosting fifth quarter of the Prince tonight, so I'm going to sign up just a little bit early next week to live review for some Iowa Bulldogs play-by-play from O'Donnell. As your Iowa Bulldogs tweaked a 2-1. Enjoyed a lot of live fan promise. I'm Ben Moore with Test and Vader. We'll see you next week.